All right. So we run this project for young aspirants where we build the capacity of young people to participate in politics and vie for elections, especially in the 2019 general elections. Now, what mistakes or what do you think young people would have done differently in the elections that just concluded?
First of all, I think we must understand that there are three stakeholders in the build-up of any general election. First of all, like it was in the build-up of 2019. First of all, we had the old politicians and their belief system and their style and what they thought was right. Secondly, we had the new politicians who had come into the scene to say we're going to switch a few things and turn around those things and give this country what it needed. And then the third part were the electorate. And now the biggest problem with the young politicians was we didn't quite listen to what the electorates were expecting. We sort of focused on social media. And I'm not saying social media hasn't got the answers to spreading news for us, especially for the fact that we didn't have the kind of money that you needed for media, for logistics, and all the things that come with the elections. So there are times when you see a poor man and you think, this man needs some nice clothes. And then you go to the market and then you go to a Gucci store, give me that Gucci pants and Gucci shirt and give me the Versace shoes. And then you take to him, man, the guy just wanted bread. So we must create that avenue where we have the right mechanism to listen to what the people want. Because on that social media that we all saddled our energies and everything, 80% of the people on that social media lived overseas. They were not living in Nigeria. They were not Nigerians. They didn't even know what truly were the problems. So these things have got, we need people who truly can understand what's really happening, not textbook, not some templates from Harvard that you expect to just sink into Ecotech Benin in Akwa Ibom. It will not work. If we have to hit the space again, which we must hit it with a true understanding of what the electorate is expecting. And in 2019, the electorate kept telling us our choice is for a candidate that is from this part of the country. Now, what we came to tell them was, it doesn't matter which part of the country, it doesn't matter this, it doesn't matter that, we want to give you new ideas. It's hard. You can give people things, but you can give them gradually, and then they will understand it and assimilate and agree, but you cannot change everything overnight. We must understand that in as much as we want to run a political space that money won't be involved, we must understand that for us to get what we want, like my people say, good soup na money kill 'em, we must be prepared to pay for the kind of democracy that we want. So for those of us that really want to get into the system, the only way we can get a true ability to deliver is when we now start working with the people to say, this is what I want to do. But I'm not asking for too much. I can't do it alone. I want you young people to be part of this project. 100 naira each from each one of you can solve this problem. And 100 naira from, say, 20 million young people. Then you don't have to beg any godfather for anything. Then you can pay media. Then you can be on the spotlight. Then the people can hear your message and hopefully resonate with the message. And so for us to now have people who will come all the way from New York or Europe and say, I want to be president in this country. And people say, come, what English are you speaking? And I say, well, I'm from New York, but I'm going to be president in Nigeria. It can happen. It can happen. The grassroots has got to follow you. You have to be part of the system. So yes, we've learned a few of the lessons. And I think moving forward, what we need to do is to ensure that the campaign starts from the ground and not from the air, which is social media.
All right, yes, exactly. Social media. Now, social media was a tool used by so many young candidates.
Yeah.
Now, how would you rate the voters turnout, especially youth voters turnout and voters pattern? Like, it's so different from what we saw on social media. I mean, the results were so different. So
it was expected. I knew that was going to be the outcome. I knew we were not going to win in November 2018. And I remember one of those times I visited one of the contestants and I said, hey, we're not going to win. I can win, you can win. But if we can come together for a cause, we must have sent a message to Nigerians that despite our differences, we're able to come together to do one thing. But he told me, no, I'm going to win. He said, I'm going to be sworn in on the 27th of May, 29. He said it like, and I said to myself for a second, I'm like, I wish I had what this guy was drinking.
Wishful thinking.
But the point of the matter is this. Social media is a very wide space. And we manipulate it sometimes for favors. So we know what to do to social media to get more likes. We know what to do to social media to get more attention. We know what to do to social media. So the fact that you think you've got so many views or likes on a particular post does not necessarily translate to votes. Which means that if you do want those votes, you have to hit the ground. You cannot do it from the comfort of your parlor. You have to go around the country. You have to meet all the people. You have to meet the stakeholders. When we started visiting motherless baby homes and trying to tell people this is how people are going through a lot of stress. IDP homes, we need to support those people, or elderly people homes. See what we can do to save those people.
What are your plans moving forward in the political space? I mean, what do you intend to do?
I'm doing exactly what I want to do. It's going to be advocacy. It's about changing the mentality, the mindset of our young people, believing that there's a better tomorrow and understanding that nothing comes for free. You've got to give. And so we must also disassociate ourselves from that mentality that I need to be given something. You will have to give something before you can get something. That's just the reality of our life. Okay, so are you... And finally, we cannot... I know we are spiritual people. This has become one thing, that one area that I really want to pay attention to. We've become a spiritual people, whether it be Christians or Muslims or all the other religions we have in the country. But I want people to realize that spirituality is a realm that you go into for upliftment, to boost your morale, your belief. But then you have to get out of your seat to do the work to get the results.
Thank you very much. Finally, are you running for any offices
These are early days.
In the near future?
These are early days. I'm still going to be president in Nigeria.
Okay, nice one. All right, thank you very much.
My pleasure. Nice talking to you.
Thank you. All right, that was a nice chat we had with Ahmed Buhari. And yes, he has said it. He has talked about the challenges, he's talked about his experience, and he has talked about his ideas for Nigeria moving forward. Now, it's left for you, the electorates, the citizens out there, to key into his words. This is 2019 Weekly, and I am Salamat El Hassan.